Hello, it's such a nice day that I thought I would take you on a little walk. I've been a bit manic the last couple of weeks. I'm on a bit of a come down from that. Well, I've been very manic the last couple of weeks. I've been cleaning my house and I actually had a cotton bud soaked in vinegar and I was cleaning the edges of my window. That's a very manic thing to do. What made it more manic, I was doing that at like 10:30 at night. I just couldn't switch off. I didn't expect that this lockdown was going to affect me like that, and it took a while, to be honest. I was doing pretty well. I thought I could dodge it, but I couldn't dodge it. And then I was kind of declaring my own genius to myself. I was like, I'm a genius. I'm an absolute genius of a person. And then I had a Zoom meeting and I put on aftershave before the Zoom meeting. And then I came crashing right back down to earth, and then I realised that's not something a genius would do. Them manic highs and lows, it's difficult. It's difficult to keep doing that. Probably done that for about 20 years now, and I think that, like, even though this illness doesn't get better, I definitely get better at dealing with it. If you've been down the same road, you know, thousands of times, you kind of get used to the little nooks and crannies and nuances, and you know, you kind of learn how to deal with it. It doesn't make it easy, but you know, I guess time's a wonderful thing in age, and you kind of learn things as you go along, and that certainly helped me. Obviously, you know, with this situation now, this kind of heartbreaking situation we're in, just want to send out as much love to everyone that I can, anyone who's been affected by this. But your mental health is so imperative just now, to take your medication, to, you know, to eat the right things, to avoid things that are going to cause flare-ups. I'm not trying to give you a lecture, I'm just sort of telling you what I've been doing. I've been so kind of good to myself, but I was still hit by this wave of mania, and that was a real wake-up call. I think even with this situation that's going on now, my life is a lot better than it was this time last year. I've got like a sleep disorder, so I had to go to hospital, and I had like the wires on my head, and I had to stay there for a week, and they monitor your sleep, they video you. And every time you eat something, the nurses have to come through to see if you're okay, because you might be having some kind of episode. Usually it was just me eating like a bag of beefy crisps, but they came through and they were lovely. And they came through one night in the middle of the night and woke me up, and they were like, you know, did you know what you were doing? And I was like, nah. And like, my friend had bought me an Easter egg and I was eating it in my sleep. You know, that was a weird thing to do, but I'm sure I gave the nurses a good chuckle, just to sight of me eating an Easter egg in my pants. It was really funny. The problem was, when I came out of hospital, they gave me a lot of medication to help me sleep, and on top of the medication that I currently take, it was just too much. And I really lost myself there for quite a long time. I felt drunk all the time, and I didn't feel like I was driving this car anymore, which is my life. You know, it was just, I felt like someone else was behind the wheel, and it was crashing into a really bad place, and I really lost myself. And I can't even tell you how lucky I am to have the friends I had that would pull me out. You know, if someone looks at you and says, you're not right, you know, you should listen, you know, because, you know, you can try and kid yourself all you want, but there was a problem. There was a big problem there, and I'm not saying this because I feel sorry for myself. That was a year ago. You know, it's okay, but it's only the last few months that I've started to recover. It's only maybe been the last, I don't know, 6 weeks or something that I'd say I'd found some kind of clarity. I realised things were terrible when I couldn't even read my 6-year-old nephew a bedtime story, and then he kind of cheekily said, the cheeky scamp, he said, "Do you want me to read you a bedtime story, Uncle Jamie, instead of you reading me it?" It was pretty funny, you know, but it was sad as well, because, you know, he's 6, and it's like, you know, I wanted to be there for him, and, you know, I wanted to be able to do these things. I just couldn't read the words on the pages anymore. there was a real calming effect that that medication had on me, and it certainly did make me sleep. But you know, what's the point in that if you're just kind of sleepwalking through life? You know, and again, it's not the doctor's fault, and I'm sure it works for some people. It just doesn't work for me. And over that course of time, because I don't have much comprehension of what went on, I have to. I'm not even sure if I'm embarrassed about that time, if I let anyone down, or if I made a fool of myself. I have no comprehension of that really, so I just have to chuck that in the bucket. There's nothing I can do. So, and it gave me a thought about that, you know, about your mental health. And you know, we're all waiting for that. Sometimes we're all waiting for that nod of just, you know, like, right, now you can grant yourself a clean slate, fresh start. And you're waiting for that nod. That's who's going to give you that? You know, who's going to say to you, right, now you can have a clean slate? The only person that can do that is you. And if I may be so bold, I'm giving you permission for a clean slate. I'm giving you that permission because, you know, it's the most arrogant thing I've ever said. But I just, you know, might as well be me. You know, you need to allow yourself for hiccups, and you need to accept that you're going to make mistakes just like everyone else is. But when you have a mental health problem, sometimes you're not even aware you're making a mistake. And that's the thing, is like, that's up, if people understand, they understand. And if they don't understand, do you know what? See you later. Do you know what I mean? Because you don't need everyone to like you. Don't feel weak for having weak moments, because just because you have weak moments doesn't make you a weak person. It certainly does not. We all have them moments. And with mental health, sorry, I'm so close, look how no one wants to see that. With mental health, it's inevitable that you're going to have these difficult times, these slip-ups. One of the things that you're probably used to doing is being knocked back down and then getting back up, and knocked back down and getting back up. But sometimes it's important to know when to stay down, recover, look after yourself, and just accept that you need to take a little bit of a pause, that life maybe is getting on top of you. There's nothing you can do about that. You can have all the will in the world, but if this illness catches up to you and you become unwell, you can't outrun that. You can't outrun that. And that's, please don't take that as bleak, because it certainly is not, because you'll recover and you'll feel better and you'll be glad that that's behind you. And the next time that comes along, you'll be ready. I want to express my gratitude to the key workers in the NHS and people who are out there every day doing things that are incredibly difficult. I mean, it's absolutely, to me, it's just, what a strange time to live in. But there's these people out there who are doing this. They're doing this for us, you know what I mean? They're doing this for people that we care about. I couldn't be any more grateful for that. And if you're struggling just now, you're not alone in that. But you know, you're important, your story's important, and the way you're feeling now is important. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. I want to send out as much love to everyone as I possibly can, and I will be back at some point soon, and I'll see you later. Take care. Thank you.